I'm a huge fan of Ronald Reagan, but he was bad on trade, very bad on trade. He allowed a lot of people, a lot of businesses to be taken. So I say that with due respect because he was so great on other things, but he was bad on trade. We are setting records right now, records like nobody has ever seen before. When you have companies like this coming in and almost 40% of their company in one signature is going to be devoted to what he does, which is one of the most important businesses in the world. That's an unbelievable thing. When Apple now is going to start building all of their plants here.
Well, Donald Trump backed down today. Donald Trump is actually, by far, the most cowardly president we have ever had, who's pretending to be a tough guy. He backs down within a day of making decisions. Donald Trump backed down today, and no one was surprised. Wall Street knows that Donald Trump is a pathological liar, which everyone knows. The truth of tariffs forced Donald Trump to back down today. No foreign country has ever paid an American tariff and never will. Wall Street knows the only people who pay Trump tariffs are people in the United States who pay for imported goods. After 24 hours of that tariff being in place and probably not actually being paid by anyone, Donald Trump backed down, really backed down. And it was a classic Trump reversal, which he pretends is not a reversal, saying that he's going to pause the tariff on automobiles from Canada and Mexico for 30 days. And he will pause it again. He will back down again. That tariff will probably never go into effect because Donald Trump will back down, because Wall Street will once again convince Donald Trump of just how insane that idea is. Wall Street does that by reacting defensively to the Trump tariffs, which means a dramatic drop in the stock market as investors seek safety in the middle of the Trump economic chaos, and they sell off stocks. That's what happened the first time Donald Trump had his tariffs ready to go against Canada and Mexico. The stock market collapsed. And Donald Trump was able to withstand about 2 hours of the collapse the day before the tariffs were supposed to go into effect. And by lunchtime, then, Donald Trump announced that he was going to pause those tariffs. He wasn't going to put them into effect the next day. He would pause them for 30 days.
I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt either. But your government has chosen to do this to you. Your government has chosen to put American jobs at risk at the thousands of workplaces that succeed because of materials from Canada or because of consumers in Canada, or both. They've chosen to raise costs for American consumers on everyday essential items like groceries and gas, on major purchases like cars and homes, and everything in between. They've chosen to harm American national security, impeding access to the abundant critical minerals, energy, building materials, and fertilizers that we have and that the United States needs to grow and prosper. They've chosen to launch a trade war that will, first and foremost, harm American families.
Donald Trump backed down today to that guy.